Diving into the digital depths. Unmasking the dark web. The internet is a vast and complex place. Most people only see a small part of it. This is the surface web. The surface web is like the tip of an iceberg. It's the part we see and use every day. But there is much more to the internet than meets the eye. Beneath the surface lies the dark web. The dark web is a hidden part of the internet. It is not indexed by standard search engines. This means you can't find it on Google or Bing. The dark web is deliberately hidden. It requires special software to access. This software provides anonymity. It allows users to browse and interact without revealing their identity. The dark web is shrouded in mystery. It has a reputation for illegal activity. While it's true that the dark web hosts illegal marketplaces and criminal forums, it's not entirely a haven for illicit activity. There are legitimate reasons to use the dark web too. People living under oppressive regimes use it to communicate freely. Journalists and activists use it to protect their sources. Understanding the dark web requires separating fact from fiction. It's crucial to look beyond sensationalized portrayals. This essay will delve into the dark web, exploring its structure, uses, and risks. We'll debunk myths and provide a balanced perspective on this often misunderstood realm of the internet. The web's hidden layers: surface, deep, and dark. To understand the dark web, we need to understand the structure of the internet. Imagine the internet as a vast ocean. The surface web is like the top layer, where we see websites like Google, Facebook, and Amazon. These sites are easy to find and access. Below the surface lies the deep web. This part of the internet is not indexed by search engines. It contains content that is not publicly accessible. This includes things like online banking portals, cloud storage services, and private databases. You need a password or permission to access information on the deep web. The dark web is a small part of the deep web. It is intentionally hidden and requires special software to access. The most common software is called Tor. Tor allows users to browse the dark web anonymously. It makes it very difficult to track their online activity, while the deep web serves legitimate purposes. The dark web has gained notoriety for its association with illegal activities. This is because the anonymity it provides attracts individuals seeking to engage in illegal activities without being caught. Accessing the shadows: Tor and the quest for anonymity. Accessing the dark web requires a special tool, the onion router, or Tor. Tor is a free software that allows users to browse the internet anonymously. It does this by bouncing your internet traffic through a network of relays located around the world. Imagine sending a letter to a friend, but instead of sending it directly, you send it through several intermediaries, each forwarding it to the next without knowing the final destination. This is similar to how Tor works. Each relay only knows the previous and next relay in the chain, making it very difficult to trace the traffic back to its origin. Tor is legal to use, and many people use it for legitimate reasons, such as journalists working in countries with strict censorship or activists trying to protect their identities. However, the anonymity provided by Tor also attracts individuals seeking to engage in illegal activities. Accessing the dark web is relatively simple. You just need to download the Tor browser and install it on your computer. Once installed, you can use it to access websites with the .onion domain, which are only accessible through the Tor network. Beyond the veil: legitimate uses of the dark web. The dark web often makes headlines for its association with illegal activities, but it's important to remember that it also has legitimate uses. One of the primary reasons people use the dark web is for privacy and security. For people living under oppressive regimes, the dark web can be a lifeline. It allows them to access information and communicate with the outside world without fear of censorship or reprisal. Journalists and activists also use the dark web to protect themselves and their sources. By communicating through encrypted channels, they can share sensitive information without fear of being monitored or targeted. The dark web also hosts a variety of forums and communities dedicated to topics that might be considered controversial or taboo in the mainstream. These can be valuable spaces for people to connect with others who share their interests and experiences. While the dark web should not be romanticized, it has a dark side that cannot be ignored. It's essential to recognize that it is not inherently good or bad. Like any tool, it can be used for both positive and negative purposes. Section 5. The dark underbelly: illicit activities in the shadows. While the dark web offers anonymity and privacy for legitimate users, it also attracts individuals seeking to engage in illegal activities. The dark web has gained notoriety for hosting black markets where users can buy and sell illegal goods and services. These marketplaces operate like online shopping sites, but instead of selling legal products, they offer drugs, weapons, stolen data, and even counterfeit currency. The anonymity provided by the dark web makes it difficult for law enforcement to track down the individuals involved in these activities. Hacking services are another common offering on the dark web. Hackers offer their services for a fee, ranging from stealing data to launching distributed denial of service or DDoS attacks. These attacks can cripple websites and online services, causing significant financial damage. The dark web also provides a platform for extremist groups to spread their ideologies and recruit new members. These groups can operate with relative impunity, as their activities are hidden from the prying eyes of law enforcement. Section 6. Navigating the labyrinth, risks and dangers of the dark web. While the anonymity of the dark web might seem appealing, it is essential to remember that it is a dangerous place. Navigating the dark web comes with significant risks that users should be aware of before venturing into its depths. One of the biggest risks is cybersecurity threats. The dark web is a breeding ground for malware, phishing scams, and other cyber attacks. Hackers can easily distribute malware through downloads or malicious links, compromising your device and stealing your personal information. Another risk is the potential for legal consequences. Even if you are not directly involved in illegal activities, simply accessing certain content on the dark web can be illegal in some jurisdictions. Law enforcement agencies are constantly monitoring the dark web, and users can face prosecution if caught engaging in illegal activities. It is also crucial to remember that the dark web is not a lawless wasteland. Law enforcement agencies are actively working to combat illegal activities on the dark web, and there have been numerous high-profile arrests and shutdowns of dark web marketplaces. Section 7. Separating fact from fiction, debunking dark web myths. The dark web is often shrouded in mystery and misconceptions. Sensationalized media portrayals have fueled numerous myths about the dark web, painting an inaccurate picture of what it is and what goes on there. One common myth is that the dark web is entirely illegal. While it's true that the dark web hosts a significant amount of illegal activity, it's not entirely a haven for criminals. As we've discussed, there are legitimate reasons to use the dark web, and many people use it for privacy, security, and freedom of expression. Another myth is that the dark web is only accessible to tech-savvy individuals. While some technical knowledge can be helpful, accessing the dark web is relatively simple. The Tor browser is free and easy to use, even for people with limited technical skills. It's also a myth that you can be completely anonymous on the dark web. While Tor provides a high level of anonymity, it's not foolproof. Law enforcement agencies have developed sophisticated techniques to track down users engaging in illegal activities. Section 8. The two faces of the dark web, a realm of both good and evil. The dark web is a complex and multifaceted realm existing in the shadows of the internet. It is a place of both good and evil, where privacy and freedom of expression coexist with criminal activity and danger. On the one hand, the dark web provides a valuable tool for individuals seeking to protect their privacy, communicate freely, and access information that might be censored or restricted elsewhere. It can be a lifeline for people living under oppressive regimes and a platform for whistleblowers and activists to expose wrongdoing. On the other hand, the dark web provides a haven for criminals seeking to operate outside the reach of law enforcement. The anonymity it offers attracts individuals involved in drug trafficking, weapons sales, data theft, and other illegal activities. The dark web is a double-edged sword, capable of both empowering individuals and facilitating criminal activity. It is a reminder that technology is not inherently good or bad, but can be used for both positive and negative purposes. Section 9. A final word. Proceed with caution. The dark web is a fascinating and controversial aspect of the internet. It is a place where privacy and freedom of expression intertwine with crime and danger. While the dark web offers valuable tools and resources for legitimate users, it is essential to approach it with caution and awareness. Before venturing into the depths of the dark web, It is crucial to understand the risks involved and take appropriate precautions to protect your privacy and security. Be aware of the potential for cybersecurity threats, legal consequences, and the dangers of encountering illegal content and activities. The dark web is a reflection of the complexities of the digital age, where technological advancements have created new opportunities for both good and evil. By understanding the dark web, we can better navigate the challenges and opportunities of the digital world and work towards creating a safer and more secure online environment for everyone.